Hello, guys, and we are here for some awesome game day bingo. Super excited to see you guys here as we got some great prizes. A 52 baller less minor prize at $46. A major prize at $3,545, sitting at 51 balls or less. And a mega jackpot, 10 grand. You can take home in 45 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as me and Jordy will be streaming to you guys live the next 12 games to those Pilot TVs. Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. MegaSota, that's our channel name on both Twitch and YouTube. So check those out. Leave some messages as we will shoot you out some luck as you get on after some of this great bingo we have in front of us.
That's right, and we are getting officially underway in this very first game of Lunchtime Game Day Bingo. We have to make sure we highlight all the different jackpot prizes that have already gone out before we start getting into the ones we're about to be giving out. So we want to take a peek back as we had a great weekend full of jackpot prizes. 9 different jackpots went out from Friday to Sunday, making our total for the last 7 days about 18 different jackpots. And we're hitting about 117 jackpots for season 17 so far.
Great job to all of our jackpot winners. We hope to add to that list quickly, and hopefully quite a few of them today as we work through these great prizes. And as we do so, we start off with our Friday jackpot highlight. As the first jackpot to go out this weekend went out to San John over at the Ultimate Sports Bar and Grill, where they took home the largest jackpot prize of Friday, winning $8,487. Congratulations to you, San John.
Absolutely, congratulations there. We also had a great split win going on out on Friday as we had the Pilot Payday Prize of $2,500 get split between big-time players Douglas over at the Hunter's Bar and Six Paradise over at the Shortstop Fridley, each getting to take home $1,250 respectively. Congratulations.
A great win there, a fantastic split win on that awesome win. Congratulations, Douglas and Six Paradise in that great win. One of my favorite female athletes, Gabby Douglas. I hope you're playing out there. Great gymnast. Last up, we have our final Friday jackpot to go out as we have Todd's
Todd L versus Deb.
Oh, Todd L versus Dev. Yeah, taking home $7,267 over at Poppies of Andover. Congratulations to you, Todd L versus Deb, as we that was our final jackpot win on that Friday.
Congratulations, rounded off those Friday jackpots as Saturday got started off with great player Dan Kincoop over at the Roddy's Bar, taking home $2,141. Congratulations there. I'll be completely honest, when I first read that player name, I thought it was a play on Nincompoop, and I thought it said Dan Kincoop.
Oh, no.
Dan Kincoop.
Yeah.
Congratulations there.
Yeah, great job to our winner in that awesome game, as we then saw another great prize go out. Actually, before we get into more of our Saturday jackpot winners, we should be giving out this must-go prize very, very soon. As we move past the minor, major, and mega prize, meaning that minor jackpot will be clicking up in this next game from 52 to 54 balls or less, adding to the excitement in Game 2. But in this one, $9.80 will be going out to our great winner, Jake P, as well as DAMU. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Great job to you in that awesome win, player, as you guys split up $9.80 in this great win, as we now get enrolled into this next game with that minor jackpot, like I said, clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less.
You know, as someone who has very been adamant about kind of trying to avoid South Park throughout my life and not watch that adult animation show, I have been infiltrated. My mind reads things in South Park voices now.
Oh, really?
Like Kyle, I will always be like, Kyle.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I've never sat down and watched South Park, but
Yeah.
and I really never wanted this to happen for myself, but now here it is.
I mean, it's pretty
It's here.
memorable. Yeah, I totally get that. There's definitely things like that for me. South Park is not one of those things. I do not think of.
just never sat down, consumed it, never wanted to consume it, never watched the show. I had friends try and get me into it. That was just never my cup of tea, but I find myself quoting it.
What's the one we quote?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever is that's the only one, that South Park quote that I say consistently. But
And I just don't understand how it's still infiltrated my mind.
yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Neither of us are really big South Park fans, if we're being honest.
But anytime I see Kyle, I have to read it in that voice.
Yeah, that's great stuff. We got 30 seconds to get enrolled into this next game. Maybe they were referring to South Park in that one, as we do have quite a few players that like to refer to South Park.
I read the whole player name in that voice.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So great job to
Who
both
is
of
that?
our winners. Inappropriate name, Kyle.
Eric Cartman? Is that
Oh,
whose voice
the
that?
voicing it? Yeah, Cartman
It's
is the one that
specifically him.
says it
His
like that.
voice is in my head.
Absolutely. He's a very iconic voice. Great job to all of our winners there. We should have fun in this game number 2 as we continue to have fun highlighting jackpot winners. As we highlighted our first jackpot winner on Saturday, our second one went out to Iron Bar over at the Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking home $6,966 along with 83 cents.
Congratulations there, Iron Bar, as we had our next Saturday jackpot going out to Large Marge. They were over there in charge at the Jersey's Bar and Grill, taking home a whopping jackpot prize, the largest one of this whole weekend, $55,927.80 going on out to Large Marge.
Absolutely. That just makes me think of Jerry and Marge Go Large.
Oh, yeah.
The great comedy starring Bryan Cranston, and I forgot who the other actors and actresses that are in that. I think Rainn Wilson is in it as well. Dwight Schrute
Yes,
from
Rainn Wilson plays like a gas station attendant that lets them use their ATM.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very, very fun one. But yeah, I haven't watched that one in now like 2 years, but it was a very fun singular comedy watch that I just did. It was one that kind of took me off guard with it being as good as funny as it ended up being.
Was it based on a true story?
I don't know. It might
think
have been.
so.
It might have been based on Jerry and Marge Go Large. It's a quite a funny work. Well, great job to you, Large Marge, taking home the largest jackpot win of the entire weekend. $55,927. Not too shabby, Large Marge.
Definitely not, as we had even more jackpot prizes going on out, though, as our final Saturday jackpot went out to big player Mad. They were over at the American Legion Blue Earth when they got to take home $7,993.06. Congratulations to Mad.
Yeah, good job to all four of our jackpot winners that Saturday, as we saw one jackpot go out on Sunday, as that was Mad Dog over at the Mad Cow, as Mad Dog was able to take home $6,260 on that singular victory from Sunday.
A dog at the Mad Cow. I like that combination.
Yeah, feels like a crazy time. A crazy cow and a crazy dog get together at a bar.
What's the punchline? They win giant jackpots with Pilot Games.
There you go. There you go. I'm always waiting. I can brew up a ton of setups. I just don't have punchlines.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
I can pull them out. They just do not. They're not going to be funny.
There you go. I can give you answers.
I can give you a logical response.
Well, great job to Mad Dog at the Mad Cow taking home the final jackpot win this weekend, and great job to all 9 of our jackpot winners this weekend, as we are giving out a must-go prize in this game.
Mike at American Legion Brooklyn Center gets to take away $14.30 on this great game. Congratulations, going on out to Mark.
Mike.
Why did I say Mark?
No,
crazy.
Great job to
Nice
you, Mike. As we now get rolled into this game 3, I would like to give
It's a Monday.
It is. We got a case of the Mondays.
Yeah.
Well, as you're getting after a little social media highlight, do us a favor and show us some love by giving our Facebook page a like and follow. Just search up Pilot Games and look for our logo. By doing that, you'll stay updated with weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more. You can also check out our website link on Facebook, as we have a link tree with all the info you need, including a bar locations tab, a social media links connect you to Twitter as well as Instagram, and even more there as well. It just is the hub of all things Pilot Games. So make sure you guys are checking out our social media pages.
That's right. We highly suggest you going and checking them out and staying up to date with everything we got going on. But if you want to stay up to date with our weekly bingo schedule, stick around and listen up, because we got great bingo all day, every day, from noon all the way till 10 p.m. at night. As those live bingo games get kickstarted off each day at noon, like I just said, as we come live Monday through Friday from noon to 1 p.m. for your first chances at a little bit of game day bingo, the games you're playing right now. At 1 p.m., Ian and I will go off air, but then you get your first chance at Lucky 4 bingo right at 1 p.m. We've got an over $114,241.51 jackpot prize, the largest cash prize we have in live bingo growing today. So come on out for 1 p.m. to try your hand at Lucky 4 bingo.
Absolutely. Afterwards, you'll hop into more game day bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4 p.m., working on whatever prizes me and Jordy don't give out during this lunchtime. At 4 o'clock, we will switch on over to your second opportunity at Lucky 4 bingo, another shot at $114,000 if it didn't go out at 4 o'clock. So make sure you guys are out there to try and take that one home at 4 o'clock.
That's right. We love seeing you guys come on out, as then at 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, Ian and I get to come back live for 2 hours for a happy hour show, playing through some great game day bingo chances from that 4 to 6 time. After that, at 6 p.m., you'll get into your third and final shot at Lucky 4 bingo as Ian and I go off air. Make sure you guys come on out to try your hand at taking home that giant cash prize. It'll be growing even larger into that 6 p.m. chance if it did not go out at 1 or 4.
Afterwards, you'll finish off your night playing game day bingo from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. as that wraps up the great live bingo opportunities that run from noon to 10 p.m. every single day. It is a lot of fun there. We should be having some new introductions to our live bingo schedule. I can't quite unwrap the present yet, but I'm going to lay the seed out there that this is something that is going to be coming to your guys' iPads very, very soon. And I am ecstatic, as this will be the first new live bingo game that we've added since Pilot Payday.
Yes.
So I'm pretty ecstatic about it. Pilot Paydays obviously went down great. We love playing it every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. with a $2,500 must-go prize. But I think this one will play for more than just one opportunity. I think we'll be playing hours of this game. So I'm very
Really?
excited about it. Make sure you guys are staying up to date with all the new things that are coming to your guys' iPads and being able to stay up to date with the new things by giving our Facebook page a like and follow, as well as tuning into these live streams on Pilot TVs, the Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV. There's lots of viewing options for you guys, and we like to keep you guys in the know with all the new things that are coming to our great live bingo, as well as that e-tab action as well. So stay in the know. New things are coming this week, which I'm very excited about.
Absolutely. You definitely want to stay up to date and in the know. So like Ian said, check out that Facebook page and have a blast with us playing Pilot Games as we aim to make this 2025 the biggest year in Pilot Games history yet.
Absolutely.
We are closing in here with just 2 balls away with our lucky wild player slap shot in the balls to try and, or pucks I should say, trying to slap shot those pucks out to give a jackpot as we have moved past all the jackpot prizes officially, as we have $17 on that Musco prize. A bunch of you all in line to take it home. We'll have to see who the lucky player is in this great round here.
It's Porky over at Patrick's on third and St. Peter taking home $17 on this great win. Congratulations to you, Porky, as we now get enrolled into this next game with the minor jackpot clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it. Just about 2 minutes for you to get enrolled into this next game, number 4. And as you do so, we're going to start highlighting national days.
That's right, as we start off our National Day with a National Cabbage Day. Ooh. And National Cabbage Day falls on February 17th and helps recognize the delightful garden staple that provides some of the best recipes for Celtic holidays coming up this next month. It is a celebration, or is an excellent day to test your corned beef and cabbage skills, along with other delicious seasonal recipes.
Absolutely great stuff to be able to highlight here. A classic cabbage can get you a long way. A lot of vitamins and nutrients in there for cabbage fans, and so enjoy some cabbages on today.
Absolutely, as every year as I was growing up on St. Patty's Day, I always had corned beef and cabbage. It's definitely a awesome one on today. But there are many different ways to enjoy cabbages, as they have different recipes all over the world. If you guys didn't know, the word cabbage actually comes from the French word cabouche, which means from the Old French word cabas.
Okay. So and then it comes from the Latin word caput, which means head.
Which makes sense, because no, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, lots of different iterations.
Because it's
that
a head
all,
of cabbage.
just
that makes sense. But
yeah, it just keeps on deriving off of the Latin word, and now we have cabbage, which is kind of
But
funny.
it's so crazy because in French, the word for head is tête, and the word for mouth is bouche, which is closer to the cabouche that they are using here.
Yeah.
Which is very strange. So I wonder where these
where
the dialect changes.
Yeah, how did it get to that point? Babe Ruth wore a cabbage leaf under his ball cap during games because people believed cabbage cured baldness at the time.
Well. That is very interesting stuff. If you guys didn't know, cabbages are high in fiber, vitamin C, K, folate, potassium, manganese, vitamin A, thiamine, vitamin B6, calcium, and even iron.
Well, great stuff. Eat it raw, steamed, boiled, braised, microwave, stuffed, or stir-fried on today. And enjoy National Cabbage Day wherever you guys are at.
Absolutely. I gotta say, I'm pretty partial to the stuffed cabbage, as that is definitely a very, very tasty one on today. I grew up having cabbage a lot of different ways. I have a European grandmother who really loved cooking with cabbage, and so I had a lot of different recipes with it through her, but it wasn't until my college best friend took me to her hometown, and her family is very Polish, and I gotta say, Polish recipes, including cabbage, are the best. I don't know if it's because they boil it in like salt and meat and then stuff it with meat, peppers, and rice, and it's absolutely delicious. I don't know what they do, but it is my favorite way to have cabbage.
Absolutely. There's a lot of really good ways to be able to enjoy cabbage, so hopefully you guys can enjoy that on today. Whenever I think of cabbages, I think of the Cabbage Man from the Avatar: The Last Airbender
My
series.
cabbages!
Yeah, felt so
Yeah.
bad for that guy. There
I
was
was
a
left at his demise.
there's a whole entire like storyline that was written. I don't know if it was fan made or if it was by like actual
It
writers
just, yeah,
of
got cut.
Avatar, kind of thing. But there's this whole comic book like series, and it's the stories told by the Cabbage Man's point of view, and the Avatar group are like
So
his
destructive.
worst nightmare.
So
like
destructive.
they're the villains of this whole
Of his story.
of his story, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Kind of version to be able to take
I
off
think
of.
that's great. I love the secondary narratives that you can get coming after huge storylines. Like even in an anime called One Piece, there was just a movie that came out as an offshoot, and it just stole it from the perspective of a young girl living on the island during one of their giant raids.
Uh-huh.
And for those of you who don't know, they're pirates, very destructive. And it was just very funny because I really love that secondary narrative where all this destruction is happening to the actual main characters, but you get to see it from just like a regular person's point of view.
Oh, absolutely. It's ridiculous. We do have our winners here. Splitting up our must-go prize of $20.40 as we got two players, Lucky 17 and
JC Ray.
JC Ray, yeah, 87.
83.
83. Splitting up that must-go prize. JC Ray playing over at the Sebeka Municipal Liquor Store as Lucky 17 plays over at the Macalosu's Roadhouse.
Congratulations to both of those great players. Make sure to get enrolled into this next matchup and maybe have some cabbage on today. As we move into our next National Day, National Random Acts of Kindness Day. Each year on February 17th, National Random Acts of Kindness Day grows in popularity. This is celebrated by individuals, groups, and organizations alike worldwide to encourage
Random acts of kindness.
yes.
Definitely a great one. The movement of random acts of kindness inspire people every day. As a favorite celebration for many, people everywhere are enjoying doing these acts of kindness. Not only do the acts of kindness bring joy to the receiver, but they also spread positive reactions to the giver too. Our research found that Random Acts of Kindness Foundation
Celebrates a full week.
yeah, celebrates it a full week. The Random Acts of Kindness Foundation is an international recognized nonprofit organization founded upon the powerful belief in kindness and dedicated to providing resources and tools that encourage acts of kindness.
Absolutely. That is definitely an awesome one on today. You should be encouraged to be kind to anybody any day of the year. And so making sure that you have a little reminder is a great one on today.
Absolutely. A few notable quotes about kindness. This one by Mark Twain. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see.
Well, this next quote from Aesop is that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted.
Absolutely. Scott Adams was quoted, remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end. Definitely a great one to be able to highlight.
Absolutely. Some great ways that you can observe this National Day is by maybe paying it forward while you're in a drive-through, grabbing your coffee or anything. You can pay for the person behind you. That's definitely a great incentive to start, and it could even create a chain of people doing it for the person behind them.
Yeah, leave a note for someone. No explanation needed. Leave a few words of encouragement and share them with someone you care about. Or just put your skills to work for someone in need. For example, offer to create a resume for someone seeking a new job. If you have experience in creating your own resume and you have a young person in your life that doesn't necessarily know the right way to put together a resume, that's an easy way for you to help someone out and make an impact for them.
Absolutely. Maybe dropping off food or supplies at a local shelter. It's definitely a great way to give back to the community as well.
Oh, absolutely. There's so many, from thank you cards to just thinking of you cards, bouquets of flowers, whatever it may be. There's lots of ways to enjoy National Random Acts of Kindness Day. Even if it's as small as just doing a random act in your own home and you surprise your loved one with a cleaned up living room, or a all the laundry is done and folded away, kind of thing. There's things that may feel like, oh, it's just an everyday task, but it can be some kind of act of kindness for you today.
Absolutely. One of my favorite random acts of kindness was something that we did in my high school was each group, or there would be a group of like 5 people that were assigned certain parking lots, and then they would go out with sticky notes and put a sticky note on every person's driver window, and it just was like one singular sticky note. It was nothing too ostentatious or anything that would actually get people upset or annoyed, but it was just a little like, you're incredible, have a great day, or just
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
small compliment to go on whoever's car it was. And that was one of my favorite things to do, was either coming out to the note on my car, because I had a very distinct car, so if people knew your car, you got personalized notes.
Yeah.
And it was a great way to make you feel like you were being thought about. And so National Random Acts of Kindness Day is a huge one on today.
Absolutely. We do have one more National Day to go over. Before we get into that last one, we are probably going to give out maybe a minor jackpot. No. We're moving on to the Must Go prize, as we have our winner here as Felon Mike over at the Mustang Bars, taking home $27.40. Congratulations to you in this awesome game, Mike, as we now get enrolled into this next matchup. Minor prize in this game number 6 will be sitting at 62 balls or less. As we just saw go out at 62 balls, we'll see if we can finally hit a lucky player's iPad in this upcoming game.
That's right. So stick around and get enrolled as we highlight our final national day, National President's Day. And on the third Monday in February, the United States celebrates the federal holiday known as President's Day. The day takes place during the birth month of the country's 2 most prominent presidents, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. While the day once only honored President George Washington on his birthday of February 22nd, the day now never lands on a single president's birthday.
Very interesting. That's super cool. President's Day, a great one to be able to highlight. Presidents lead our country in a lot of different ways. And so we shout out all the presidents that have done good work within our country and made us the place that we are.
Absolutely. Happy National President's Day.
Absolutely. Crazy that both George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were born in February.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just under a minute now to get enrolled into this next game. We have a great minor jackpot on the line at 62 balls or less, $188, closing in on $200. We'll make sure we get that prize as high as possible in the next 35 seconds and get enrolled into this next matchup.
Absolutely. And as we get enrolled into this fun game number 6, we would like to talk about some Vikings news, as we are now in the off season for our Minnesota Vikings. And but that doesn't mean the topics have stopped coming at us with off-season question marks on who we should sign in the NFL free agency, who should be drafted with the very few draft picks that we have in this year's upcoming draft, and how this will all be decided, as we need to check in on what positions we need to be focusing on.
That's right, as we have some of the 4 shakiest positions we need to talk about. Sitting at about number 4, we got the running back position. What do you think?
Absolutely one of the shakier spots. Right now, we lost in free agency Cam Akers, our backup running back, along with Aaron Jones, who we signed on a nice 1-year deal for us. Both running backs heading into free agency. So now we have a very interesting running back room that is our starter right now. I'm trying to remember who it is, but guy who should be third string in our running back room. We definitely need to make a splash decision at that. I would love to see us re-sign Aaron Jones, even though he is now, in the age range of running backs where you don't necessarily trust them to be healthy. He's still a guy that can produce at a high level. He might not be what he once was with Green Bay, but I still think he's one of the better running backs available this free agency period, and I would love to see him get back into the backfield, especially if we do decide to go with J.J. McCarthy, who is so good at playing off of play action, as that's what he did a majority of at Michigan. Having a running back to be able to have that threat in the backfield is a huge thing, and so that's definitely one that will need to be fixed, and it's an interesting spot for us, but I think we'll be able to find some solution.
Absolutely. Well, what about that interior defensive line?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting spot as well. We were able to get things done with our interior offensive line, but still outside of Harrison Phillips, we don't have a mainstay at that interior defensive line. I think this might be one of the spots that we use some draft capital in because of the depth that there is in the defensive line in this year's draft. I think if there is a draft for a good defensive lineman to fall to that third round for us or fall into the top half of the first round if we do decide to trade back in the draft, I do think a defensive lineman could be a great selection for us and really solidify that defensive line as a whole, which we already got our two bookends with Jonathan Greenard and Andrew Van Ginkel. We need now to fill in that interior, and I think we can find that maybe in the draft. That's where I would lean towards.
What about the interior O-line?
Yeah, I think this is another one where I would look into the draft. I think we can find some interior offensive line available in the draft to be able to get it done. It's not like we're going to get worse on the interior offensive line heading into this year. A lot of the same players, but it was one of the main reasons we lost those final two games. And so finding a solution, whether it is free agency, I'm probably leaning more towards the draft to develop a young guy.
Yeah, we do have a winner here, as taking home that minor jackpot is none other than Patio at the Best Western Kellyanne Green Mill. $191.30 is heading your way. Congratulations going on out to Patio. Make sure to get enrolled into this next matchup. $37.10 will be getting tacked on to a double Musco prize getting into this next game. So stick around and get enrolled in the next minute and 40 seconds.
Absolutely, absolutely. As we talked about three of the top four shakiest spots for the Vikings roster: running back, interior defensive line, and interior offensive line.
Yeah.
What's our number one shakiest spot, though?
The cornerback.
Yeah, that is definitely the shaky spot of this year's. I do think that there's a lot of getting back. Why am I? Well, the only guy that's left on the roster that couldn't be a starting cornerback is Mekhi Blackman, which we drafted 2 years ago and had a season-ending injury heading into this last year, and so that's a question mark. Then you got Stephon Gilmore and Byron Murphy Jr., who were very decent cornerbacks for us this last year, had really good years for themselves, and they're going to be free agents in this upcoming year. I think probably I think we end up franchise tagging Byron Murphy Jr. If I had to make a prediction on how we fix this cornerback room, is we go and do a franchise tag on Byron Murphy Jr. We say Mekhi Blackman, we think he's going to bounce back from injury, and then we go and sign a maybe low-cost veteran minimum type veteran cornerback to bring into this team, because this is a cornerback-friendly system. We get a lot of pressure on the quarterback very early in the snap count due to the fact of all the blitzing that we do, all the shakes and stunts that we pull on the front four. I think a veteran would love to come play or at least a 1-year prove-it deal with our Minnesota Vikings. I think we could find another cornerback out there in the free agent market. So I'd probably attack this one free agency. Like I said, the same thing for the running back spot. I think attack it free agency-wise. But I think interior defensive line, interior offensive line, I would love to see them go into the draft and try and find people there. But those are just my solutions for the shaky spots in the roster. I believe in Kwefi Adofo-Mensah and what Kevin O'Connell like to do in the draft and free agency wise. They're really good at team building, and I expect good things this offseason.
Well, we'll keep you updated with everything we have going on with our Vikings, but if you'd like to show your support in the meantime, we highly encourage it, as we have an incredible eTab game right there at those iPads that we have teamed up with our Minnesota Vikings for with Vikings Victory. You can check it out wherever you play Pilot games, have a blast taking home some great cash prizes, and show your support for them along the way. If you guys want to stick around, though, we've got great game day bingo all day long, as you guys will be out here taking home these great prizes, and as you take home the prizes, you actually take home points to compete against each other in Game Day Bingo standings as well. I'll have Ian jump right on into the player side as we've got ties galore.
Absolutely. Starting off with a two-way tie in 10th place. That's between Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge and Wonder with a U over at the Midtown Bar and Grill, both sitting with 26,000 points. Now we quickly hop into another two-way tie, just 1,000 points ahead of our tie in 10th. They're both in 8th, and that's between Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards and Not Sure over at the Montego Blue, taking home both with 27,000 game day bingo points. You're doing pretty good for not being sure on what you're doing. Not sure. But we did have a 7th place player, Jim, over the Whiskey Street, just 1,000 points ahead of that tie with 28,000 points. And then only 1,000 points ahead of Jim is Woodpile over at Haskell's with 29,000 points in 6th place. So lots of close races from 10th to 6th as we get a little bit of a jump up, but still close. 5th place is Maggie over the Lyle Liquor with 34,000 points. As 6'9" T-Bird sits in 4th with 39,000 points over at the Lookout Bar and Grill. 3rd place is Brother Nate at the Chart House, sitting with 53,000 points. With 57,000 points in 2nd place, we got Cheese at the Beartown Lounge, as our number 1 game day bingo player is none other than Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with a grand total of 104,000 game day bingo points.
That's right. Congratulations to Call Me Jen. Make sure to come on out and try your hand at all of our different Game Day Bingo games, as we have a winner here. Taking home that double must-go prize is Mad Dog at the Mad Cow, taking home $55. Congratulations to big-time player Mad Dog. Hopefully you're out there with your lucky horseshoe right now.
Absolutely. I think, same player, same location out there took home an awesome jackpot. Was our last jackpot winner of this weekend? Yeah,
Yes.
It was our only Sunday jackpot winner. So congratulations on the $6,000 that you took home yesterday. One of our favorite players out there, Mad Dog.
Yeah, absolutely. As we move forward, we're about to be getting enrolled into this next matchup, about 1 minute and 40 seconds to do so. And as you do so, we're going to highlight the Game Day Bingo location standings for all the locations that you guys choose to play at. 10th place, we jump right on in with a tie in 9th. It's between Danny's Dugout and the Riverboat Depot, both with 54,000 points. Then with 56,000 in 8th place, we have HR Pesties. 7th place is McHugh's Grill and Bar with 57,000 points. 66,000 for 6th place, the Beartown Lounge. While in 5th, with 70,000, we have Haskell's. 76,000 points for 4th place, the Chart House. While in 3rd, with 80,000, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 92,000 points for 2nd place, the Lookout Bar and Grill, while in 1st place it is none other than JR Mac, as they sit with 129,000 points so far.
Great job to JR Mac in all of those awesome locations. They've been earning so many points throughout this season. It's always impressive to see who are our top locations out there getting after it, along with a lot of time the top players are playing at those great locations as well. We got just 30 seconds before we get enrolled into this next game. But if you plan on not playing this upcoming game, I suggest you check out our eTabs, as we are excited to announce that Finnegan's Gold is going to be back and better than ever, launching on February 20th. So you got just 3 days from now. This fan favorite eTab is just in time for St. Patrick's Day and is packed with enhanced graphics, new features, and more ways to win. Finn is bringing even more Irish luck with exciting new features like Pots of Gold and Finnegan's Garden. Catch the luck of the Irish early with Finnegan's Gold, launching, once again, like I said, February 20th.
That's right. This Thursday, it'll be hitting those iPads. Go and check out Finnegan's Gold wherever you play Pilot games this Thursday. In the meantime, we have over 70 different Charitable eTap games readily available for you right now on your fingertips. Actually, guys, go and check them out. We have such a wide variety of themes for you to choose from. I guarantee you'll find one you love, even if it's just because of the huge cash prizes up to $1,500 that end up going into your pocket. Each of those awesome eTap games has small bets between 50 cents and $5 as well. So go and check out all the different eTap games we have to offer and keep your eyes peeled for Finnegan's Gold coming February 20th.
Absolutely. Great stuff. And so exciting that they're getting that out before St. Patrick's Day so that you can have a good St. Patrick's Day fun. Very, very cool stuff there. We got just seconds. 26 balls dropped in this matchup, 11 balls away for Mike. As we work on this game, we'll quickly highlight our movie released on today.
That's right. In 1984, we've got Footloose. This is the Kevin Bacon original film that came on out. Big fan. Actually, I can't say that I'm a big fan. I haven't seen it.
I'm about to say, you like the new Footloose that came out.
Yeah, that's the one I grew up
in 2011. But this one, iconic in its own right. You got, Kevin Bacon, along with Laurie Singer plays the female main actress, but you also got John Lithgow, Sarah Jessica Parker, and other really fun actors and actresses. They get together for this dance musical drama.
That's right. Maybe I'll give it a watch on today. Yeah, it's kind of shocking that I've never seen this one.
It is.
But, what are you going to do?
Most people say that this one is the significantly better of the two Footlooses that have come out. I prefer the second one.
I was going to say, I don't want to hear any slander.
Maybe it was because when I watched this in 2011, I had a giant crush on whoever the main actress was. I was like, wow. What a woman. But
Julianne Hough.
Yeah. I was like, whew. But then
I get it.
But I think now as an adult I'm a little bit more, I think I can easily say the 1984 one is the better rendition. But I really enjoyed the 2011 one. That was the first one I ever watched of Footloose until my parents were like, this is a bad Footloose. Like, you need to watch this one. And so then I ended up watching the original.
We do have M. Jojo over at Monty's Sports Bar. Congratulations, taking home that Musco prize, $9.90 going on out to you.
Yep, should be a lot of fun as we now get enrolled into this next game. 56 balls or less for our minor jackpot as we continue to have a lot of fun in these matchups. But Footloose, a fun dance musical. Me and Jordy are a sucker for musicals of any sense, and this was a great time for the musical scene as late 70s, early 80s was just prime time for a good musical.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Footloose coming out on today. Up next, just 5 years later, in 1989, we've got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Very fun stuff. This has the iconic duo of Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves playing Bill and Ted. This one, you get a bunch of other fun actors and actresses that I don't really know, but they're fun in this movie. It's a comedy sci-fi work that came out on today. Ended up getting quite a few spin-offs of it as Bill and Ted went on a bunch of different adventures and a very unique role for Keanu Reeves, in my opinion.
Absolutely. It's very crazy to think that these were the type of roles that he was taking when he first got into acting.
Absolutely.
And then he's become John Wick and who Keanu Reeves is today. But very fun stuff. I'm really glad that this is where he started his journey, and everyone loved it. I mean, these got like 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. There's about 5 different Bill and Ted movies now. There's a legacy that there is with these characters. I can't necessarily say that they scratch my humor bone, but that's okay.
Have you watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
I don't know if I've seen this one, but I've seen one of the Bill and Ted's.
You've seen one. You were forced to watch one of them.
You've seen them all.
I feel like you got to watch the first one, though. The first one is by far the best. The next ones that came out were not nearly on the same level, in my opinion.
I've seen Bogus Journey.
Okay. You saw Bogus Journey, which isn't a bad one, but it's not nearly I don't know. I prefer the original one
I'll
a
have to
lot
give it a
better.
watch on today.
Yeah, but Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, fun movie, released on today in 1989. Next up, released on today in 1995, we have the Ben Stiller movie Heavyweights.
That's right. It's got big names like Judd Apatow is in this, really.
Yeah,
Keenan Thompson, we have Sean Weiss, and even more there. Jerry Stiller got to make an appearance with his son.
absolutely.
But yeah, this is a very interesting one.
One that you had never heard of
I was gonna say, yeah.
before I recently had told you that there
He's
is
the camp counselor.
yes, he's the very mean camp counselor at a fat loss camp.
Weight loss camp.
Yeah, weight loss camp, I should say. Yeah, I'm being insensitive. I'm now being the Tony Perkis. No.
No,
No,
no.
I can't be Tony Perkis. But there's people that think that that he changes his name and this is the exact same character that is the character in Dodgeball.
Oh, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. Yeah, I
And
gotta.
you can just see by
Oh, Keenan Thompson's so little.
what he looks like in it, he very much looks like he would be.
Oh, yeah, he definitely looks like the guy from Culver Gym.
Yeah, and you get a ton of really funny kid
Aw.
actors and
Keenan
actresses.
Thompson is the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, he's so little in this
He's so young. I think this is the youngest I've ever seen him.
Yeah. You'll have to watch it at some point. It's a decent
That's so
decent
funny.
comedy movie. It's not necessarily by any means a quality comedy movie, but it's got some really like you said, a young Keenan Thompson, and then you add in Ben Stiller just playing a like psychopath is funny. So it's an interesting one, released on the day in 1995.
Up next, in 2004, probably my favorite on this list, we got Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. This stars Lindsay Lohan as she moves to like the suburbs from New York, and she has to adjust being at like a normal high school instead of being in New York, and she is every bit of a drama queen. It's so good. I loved this movie when I was a kid. She wants to be the lead in the play, and Megan Fox stars her rival in this.
Okay.
It's so good. So good.
Very, very fun. Yeah, this is kind of the heavyweights of the list for me, as Jordy likes this movie a lot.
Have you ever seen this?
But I have never seen it. I'd never heard of Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen until you brought it up to me, as I don't think my sister ever watched this one really either. So I just never.
I could see your parents deeming this inappropriate. But we do have some winners here, as we got Maggie at Lyle Liquor, B Sand at the Shack, and even BGS Regs 12 get to all split up this prize, $15.40, getting split between all three of you lucky players. Stick around, get enrolled. That minor jackpot's at 58 balls or less.
Should be a lot of fun as we continue to compete. Just 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled. But this is
So good.
This is one of your most talked about, I think, Lindsay Lohan roles. Is to Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
I loved Lindsay Lohan when I was.
If I talk about Lindsay
This was
Lohan
the
movies,
peak Lindsay Lohan. 2003, we had
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday, and then 2004 we had Mean Girls and Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. I loved this. 2007 we got Georgia Rule. 2006 we got Just My Luck. I ate up all of these movies.
2005, Herbie Fully Loaded.
Yes, I loved her and Herbie Fully Loaded. It kind of led me on the track that I am now. I drive a slug bug. Gotta love it. But yeah, I was a big fan of Lindsay Lohan. I can't necessarily say I am as much now. I know she's getting back into acting, but I haven't watched anything that she's put out.
It seems to all be real, like, Hallmark cheesy rom-com.
Yeah, and I just haven't gotten
kind
back
of
into her
movies.
stuff yet. But Life Size 2000, I was a huge fan of young Lindsay Lohan, and Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen is so good. They end up in New York for a night, and she meets like this rock star that she's been in love with, and
Yeah.
he's an absolute mess of a human being. They teach each other some life lessons.
That's crazy that Life Size is only 3 years before Freaky Friday.
She's like probably 14 in life size. And so it would make sense that she's like 17
Yeah,
in
no,
Freaky Friday.
it just
The size and change of
yeah,
her
yeah,
is crazy what can happen in 3 years.
Exactly.
And the
just when
filming,
you're-
you never know
Yeah,
how far
no,
apart the
oh,
filming
for sure,
was.
for sure. You have no idea all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you just got to watch her age up from the Parent Trap to then Life Size to then you got Get a Clue that came out 2
Yeah.
years after that, which it's just
She's even like a lot. There's a big difference between Get a Clue and Life Size. And Life Size, I still consider her like a kid. And then anything post that, she's a tween or older.
Oh, for sure. No, it just, yeah. Great stuff. One of the Lindsay Lohan classics that obviously stuck with you. Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, released on the
To be
day
honest,
in 2004.
her character is pretty annoying in it. But she is absolutely every bit of a drama queen. But it's still such an entertaining movie.
And as a kid, you were a self-proclaimed drama queen, so
Oh, it was so good.
so it worked out well for you.
She understood my woes with life.
She did. Last up, we got here on 2012. I don't know if either me and Jordy,
History was made with this movie.
as Demi Lovato once put it, not Demi Lovato. Debbie
Ryan.
once
Debbie
put,
Reynolds? No, Debbie Ryan.
Debbie Ryan.
Debbie Reynolds is the grandma from Halloween Town.
Radio Rebel was released. This is a drama that came out
This
of
is
a
a horrible
shy
Disney
girl
movie that came out.
who becomes a DJ for a high school radio station.
Radio Rebel.
And everybody wants her identity revealed, and
Bum, bum, bum.
it's quite an interesting movie. I remember this coming out because it was really put out there at like really like popularized out there for Disney kids to watch.
Oh, for sure.
And it ended up just being
A flop.
just so funny.
To be honest, I did enjoy the other Debbie Ryan Disney original with 16 Wishes.
Yeah, that was
I
the
liked
only
that
one I
that
enjoyed.
she did. But I gotta say, it was she's definitely not the best Disney actress.
Yeah, this was kind of her chance at Radio Rebel. Was kind of her
She walked into that
Give you-
office, said she wants to make history.
it was Disney's like give her the main staple because she had been kind of the side character in many different TV shows, but had never gotten outside of 16 Wishes, which I think had its own following. I'd give her the main like character type deal, and then
Well, 16 Wishes is why she got Radio Rebel, is because that one did a little bit better.
yeah.
But yeah, no, Radio Rebel really just took her right off the map.
Took her right off the mat. Get back into the other things.
Well,
Should be a lot of fun as we do have some winners here.
that's right, as Ryan, as well as Wilder Cash and Call Me KP, all get to split up $17.20. Nicely done between all of you great players out there. Continue to get enrolled into this next matchup. A game number 11 now. Should be some really exciting stuff. Our second to last game, Ian and I will be here live for.
Yeah, do not miss out on this upcoming matchup. And shout out to all of our movies released on today: Footloose, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Heavyweights, Confession of a Teenage Drama Queen, and Radio Rebel, all released on today. We hope that you guys can enjoy it while you're out there. But while we're out here enjoying some great game day bingo, we'd like to talk about our Minnesota Wild, who are currently in the Four Nations face-off. We saw some good play by our players from Sweden, who ended up losing to Canada in a 4-3 overtime loss. But 2 of the 3 goals were scored by our Minnesota Wild players. Philip Gustafsson made quite a few nice saves in that game as well. So not terrible for our Wild players, and we hope to see them continue to succeed.
That's right, as we have that game coming on up on the 22nd. That's right, this Saturday will be a fun game as our Wild go up against the Red Wings at 11:30 a.m. That should be some really awesome stuff. Right before noon, that game is happening. So come on out this Saturday to watch our Wild take on the Red Wings.
Yeah, and send some luck out to them by playing the great E-Tab game. Let's go Wild.
That's right. You can play it wherever you play Pilot games.
Absolutely. Great opportunities for you. And now you're playing Pilot games, I would like to remind you that remind you to not forget share those awesome player pictures with us. We absolutely love seeing your smiling faces. And if you happen to hit a jackpot, hold up your iPad and show off that happy face with the jackpot message. We'd love to celebrate with you. You can also send us pictures of you playing with your friends or your favorite bartender. To share your pics, you can either direct message them to us on Facebook, post them with the hashtag PilotGames, or email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. We cannot wait to see all the fun moments you guys capture out there while playing our fantastic games.
That's right. So make sure you go out there, have a blast playing Pilot Games, and snap those player photos. We are officially underway in this game number 11, though, and as we play through these great games, we want to wish anyone out there playing Pilot Games on today on their birthday a happy birthday on out to you. Hopefully you take home some great jackpot prizes while playing. We'd also love to highlight some celebrities who happen to be born on today, so maybe you can share your birthday with a celebrity today.
First up, in 1936, we got Jim Brown, the American College Football Hall of Fame running back, played for Syracuse University. And then for the Cleveland Browns was the NFL Rookie of the Year in 1957. NFL MVP that same year. I think he's the only player in NFL history to win Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season. He then won MVP again in 1958. Then once again in 1965. He was an 8-time first-team All-Pro and a 9-time Pro Bowler. He was also an actor in The Dirty Dozen, as well as Tick, 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 and a civil rights activist. One of the greatest running backs of all time. Usually, it's funny. He's one of those funny ones that a lot of people consider Barry Sanders the greatest running back of all time. But Barry Sanders' dad considers Jim Brown the best running back of all time, and he's very, very vocal about it.
That's so funny. Well, happy birthday to Jim Brown. Up next in 1959, we got Rowdy Gaines, the American swimmer, won Olympic gold 100-meter, 4-time 100-meter relay, 4-time 100-meter medley in 1984, 5-time world championship gold in 1978 and again in 1982, then went on to be a broadcaster for NBC.
Very impressive stuff. Great to see an American gold medalist born on today.
Absolutely.
Well, we got another gold medalist on today. We got 1963. Michael Jordan was born on today, the American Basketball Hall of Fame forward, and went on to be an owner as well in the NBA. 5-time NBA MVP, 6-time NBA champion for the Chicago Bulls, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, now in contention with him and LeBron James. I know a lot of people like to put that debate up there all the time, everywhere. But Michael Jordan's born on today. Crazy that Jim Brown, a lot of people consider him the greatest football player of all time, is born on the same day as what a lot of people consider the greatest basketball player of all time is Michael Jordan.
Mark today down if you want your kid to be an athlete, I guess.
Yeah, must be.
Well, we do have a winner here as Super D as well as Lucky 17. Both get to split up $32.30 on this must-go prize. Congratulations to both of you great players. Stick around and get enrolled. This will be the final game that Ian and I are here live for, so stick around and continue to get enrolled as we highlight our next celebrity born on today in 1965. We got Michael Bay, the American film director, did great works like Armageddon and even Pearl Harbor.
And what I most know him for, the Transformer series.
Yes.
I absolutely loved him in the what he did with the Transformer series. It was a great vibe to bring. The way he ended them always off with a, gosh, what was the music?
I couldn't tell you.
You can't tell me what you would be the only one that would know if I did, if I don't know artists well enough like that. Michael Bay, though, great director, fun one to be able to highlight, has some real iconic works for me.
Absolutely.
Next up, in 1972, we got Billy Joe Armstrong, the American singer and musician from Green Day, who did Basket Case as well as American Idiot.
I never knew that his name was Billy Joe. That is so funny to me. That is so not punk. I just always pictured him like so punk. And so that is so funny. I absolutely love Billy Joe Armstrong. I can't believe his name is Billy Joe. I'm so taken aback by that.
That's so funny. What was his name to you? It was
Green Day.
He was just Green Day guy.
He was Green Day.
He is Green Day. That's awesome.
That is so funny. I am a big fan of Green Day. I listened to a lot of it in early 2000s.
There you go, Billy Joe Armstrong. Born on today. Listen to your fair share of Green Day. You don't have to stop on today.
I won't. Up next in 1981, we've got Paris Hilton, the American heiress. She is a television personality. She even had her own show with A Simple Life, and she's even been an actress in many different cameo roles.
Absolutely. Many of them being Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
That's crazy, just to be that famous just for being loaded.
Yeah, she's an heiress.
Yeah.
Hilton Hotels, baby.
Here you go. What does that even mean, heiress?
Her family has like a dynasty of money, and she's just like the princess without a princess title.
Okay, that's what.
Because her dad owns a conglomerate of Hilton Hotels.
Yeah.
So she's an heiress. She just has generational wealth that she's never earned and never has to work for.
Never has to work. Okay. Well.
Yes. It's like an unofficial princess, essentially.
That's basically what Paris Hilton is in my head.
Your royalty based on your wealth.
Well, happy birthday, Paris Hilton. Same year, same day. No, not same year. 10 years later, in 1991, we got Bonnie Wright, the American actor, the British actress, I should say, played Ginny Weasley in the Harry Potter franchise. And me and Jordy just watched her as a judge on a Harry Potter baking competition, which was very fun.
Absolutely. It was hosted by the twins of the Weasley family, Fred and George. I am drawing a blank on their actual names, but they were our hosts, and they brought in Bonnie Wright for a guest judge, which was very, very fun. And I gotta say, it was very validating hearing different actors talk about their experiences with Harry Potter, because it was something that I just kind of threw away once I started watching the movies. But in the books, like, I 100% thought her name was Ginny.
Oh.
And hearing different actors who have since started talking about their love for Harry Potter, and they talk about the fact that they thought it was Ginny as well, makes me so happy. Gave me so much validation.
That's so funny. Well, next one should have been a part of the Weasley family.
Don't do him like that. In 1991, we've got Ed Sheeran, the English singer-songwriter and guitarist, known for songs like Shape of You, Thinking Out Loud, Perfect, The A-Team. So good. So incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Love Ed Sheeran, one of the most listened to people ever. And last up in 1991, we got Megan Martin, the American pop singer from Camp Rock and an actress in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Absolutely. She's even in Mean Girls 2, where she is the lead actress.
Yeah, fun actress. Great celebrity birthday list. If you guys are missing our Minnesota Twins, check out the E-Tab game, Twins Win. See if you can take home some Grand Slam prizes in that fantastic game. Definitely some really, really great stuff there as we are coming to a close of this game.
That's right. And before we are going to be, there it is. Gary at the Municipal Liquor Store, La Center, takes home this minor jackpot prize, $166.80 going on out to you. Congratulations going on out to Gary. Stick around for a little bit of lucky for bingo you're about to be getting enrolled in. It's the largest jackpot prize we have on the line today. Over $114,000 and growing, as you and your friends should be getting enrolled in just a few seconds. But make sure you stick around, as we would love to highlight a very lucky player who just this past weekend, yesterday, was able to take home a prize.
Absolutely. You had to let me I can take it. You highlighted the winner. I can take the player spotlight.
Okay.
We got our winner, Large Marge, over at the Jersey Bar and Grill. You didn't need to. $55,927. Congratulations to you, Large Marge, taking home the largest jackpot win of that entire weekend. Very impressive stuff. And we're happy to be able to highlight our fantastic location, what you were supporting there, which was the Merrick Inc. So anybody playing at the Jersey Bar and Grill was supporting Merrick Inc.
That's right. Congratulations to that awesome player and that amazing charity they supported while playing. The Merrick Inc.
Yeah, they do a lot for disabled individuals, empowering adults with disabilities through their vocational and social opportunities, and to guide them towards realizing their goals and dreams. That's just a reminder that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins. Have a good one.
Does out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherload Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot.